Yo, what's happening? Let me turn the light up on this thing. I know, son, what's happening? 6 minutes. How the weather? Oh, man, it's about 80 degrees and it's nighttime. And it's only going to get worse. Only going to get worse. You know how it is in the south. Michael, what's going on? Where I'm headed to? Oh, I ain't headed nowhere right now. I just dropped my son off at my mom's because he rides the school bus from her house to school. He was helping me out doing a little yard work, playing a little basketball at the borderline. 98 in Vegas. Oh man, look, so big legs. You. Oh yeah, Toe Pickler did ask about a live earlier. So I actually wasn't even planning on doing a live, honestly. So I was just talking to one of the guys I met from YouTube actually. I've been guiding him, helping him out whenever he needs, you know, help with or whatever. And during the conversation, I was just thinking about, different things that could be helpful to a new driver. And, I was just giving him some examples and stuff. So coming into trucking and you new and you hear things like, hey, you want to get 250, $3 a mile, and stuff like that. All right. So you hear these things, then they start to get stuck in your head. Well, that's why I always make the comment about experience is everything, man. You gotta have experience because if I tell you, all right, so well, having a conversation and something I looked at on the load board made me think about this. So right now on the load board, on Landstar load board, it's some loads. I'm thinking they containers because it's 16,000 pounds and it's coming off the port. So it's probably going to be containers. Well, the load's only going 5 miles and the load's paying $125. So, I don't know, what's it, $25 a mile or something like that? I don't know. But anyway, you see that on paper and it looks great. A1. Man, $25 a mile, 5 miles. Oh man, I gotta have it, and it's unlimited. I can do it all day long, right? All right. Let me tell you why I wouldn't personally run it. So the rate per mile is very important, but when you're not running any miles, then you have to start looking at. You have to take your mindset from basically going from getting paid by the mile to what you're gonna make an hour. Because at the end of the day, if you're not valuing your time, then you're wasting your time. My time is valuable. My time is very valuable. So this is what I was telling him. This is why I went running. All right. Load picks up on the port. I don't know how many people pick up on the port. When you pick up on the port, a lot of times you'll be there forever. You have trucks lined up for days. You have trucks lined up all the way down the street to get loaded at the port. So you pull in there, you got all these trucks lined up. Then you go check in, and you're gonna have like a load number, a container number, a pod number, whatever you picking up, right? All right. Like when I was in Jersey, I picked up these pods. They told me I had to go out and find the pods. So I went to the section with all the pods, and I had to read the numbers off the paperwork until I found the pod that was mine. Then after I found it, then I go tell the forklift driver. And then once he's free, then he'll load me. So we'll use the same situation, but not as in depth. You don't have just say you don't have to go look for it. Miraculously, they know exactly what this particular thing is. So you pull up, you go check in, then sometimes, depending on what port you at, you pull up and you give them your TWIC card and stuff and your license. Then they search your whole truck, open all the doors, lift the hood up. They search everything. So when they clear you, you take off. They say, "Do you know where to go?" If you do, yeah, go here, blah blah bam. You go there. And when you get there, you got trucks lined up. So now you're waiting behind all these trucks. All right, time's still ticking. You're on the E-log, number one. So after you finally get cleared, the forklift driver get free. He loads you. Now you gotta take these chains and binders off, and you gotta chain this load down. All right. Then when you get done chain the load down, you check your load. You go back out to the security gate. Uh, you know, get your paperwork. You leave. You go 5 miles down the road. Being in an area like Houston, a lot of traffic. So it probably take you a while to drive 5 miles. I don't know, depending on what time of day you move. All right. You get there, you check in. Now you're going to wait on the forklift driver to unload you. A lot of them do it whenever they feel like it. You know, they smoking cigarettes and they doing everything else. They ain't unloading you because your time and their time isn't the same. They getting paid by the hour. They can care less that you getting paid by the load or by the mile or whatever you get paid. They don't care. You know, they just round the clock. All right? So you take your chains and binders off. You put that crap up. They take the load off. You get your paperwork signed. Then you drive 5 miles through the traffic back down to the port because you want to pick up another load. So now you go through that same procedure again. Before you know it, hours have passed. Just say you only get them 2 loads. So you done wasted 8 to 10 hours a day for $250. That's why I don't run stuff like that. You know, all right. So let's go to the next load. Let's say you're gonna do short loads, 100 miles. All right. On paper, it's paying $4 a mile. We ain't talking about the weight right now. We just gonna talk about rate per mile. All right, $4 a mile. Woo! I see guys on here. Man, I got $4 a mile. You went 100 miles. You make $400. All right. So you go through the same procedure. You get to some of these places. They people load you whenever they feel like loading you. So you finally get the load on your truck. You leave. You go to the next place. You checking in. Hey, who I'm supposed to check in with? Where you going to? I don't know. I'm supposed to come here. This the address on the paper. Blah blah blah. You're dealing with these people. They don't know where the load going or any of that. You run into that. All right. So now they finally get going off your truck. Before you know it, 6 hours pass. All right. Total. So you still got 4 hours on your clock, right? Well, it's 1, 2 o'clock now. All right. Most places close at 3. So you see another load available, but the load may be 80 miles from you. Or just say it's 50 miles from you. All right. 50 miles is roughly an hour drive, not including heavy traffic. So now, yeah, you got time on your clock, but the facility is closed. Flatbed work, most places are going to close at 3. They ain't loading at 3. You have some places, 5 o'clock. Very, very, very few places 24 hours. But 5 o'clock is probably going to be the latest. Most places, just say 90%, 3 o'clock. So, yeah, you got time on your clock, but now you can't get loaded because it's too late in the day. So, again, you made $400. Man, all right, so it's back working now. But so the South book a load for $5,000 beginning of the week is a Monday, right? All right. So I get the load on the trailer because I always wait till my load is on the trailer because your load can cancel on you. So I got the load on the trailer. All right. So now I'm cool. I can relax. I go run this load. Just say it take me 2 days to run this load. So 2 days to run a load, you make $2,500 a day. Unless after you drop it, after that second day, you run a short load for $500. Okay, now you'd have made $5,500. So you'd have made about $2,750 in 2 days. I mean, $2,750 a day. All right. Anyway, $5,000. It don't matter if the rest of my week go horrible. I know for the week I've made $5,000. Period. Period. And I only did 2 days of work. So that's why I like stretching out, running longer hauls. Yeah, it's irritating to be driving forever. You're just doing this forever. Yeah, that's extremely irritating. But at the end of the day, your whole purpose of even being on the road, period, is to make money. All right. So got that out the way. Let's go back to what I was saying. The shorter loads, $400, $500 loads. So you doing those loads. All right. When you doing that, and your whole goal, I want to be. Don't get me wrong. Everybody want to be at home. They family, but you want to do these short loads all the time because you want to be at home every single night. All right. Every day is a chase. You working the heck out of yourself because you want to be at home so much that you work every single day. And when you at home, mentally you're drained, and physically you're drained because you're constantly trying to get a load. You're competing for other people that want to be at home too. You're competing with them for these same loads. You're gonna work yourself to death the 5 days. Because it really ain't nothing moving on the weekend. Unless you already loaded on Friday, it's very rarely you're gonna find a weekend load. It happens, but it's not often. So, like I say, and if you only end up getting one or two loads, just say you got both loads for $700. You made $1,400 at the end of the week. That's it. You can get a pretty good job and make $1,400 a week, and not have to constantly chase work and compete with all these other people. You know. Uh. So, what were some of the other things to talk about? All right. So let me add this: experience is everything, in my opinion. You gotta have experience, or you're gonna get out there and you're gonna make tons and tons of mistakes. When I came in the truck, and I've never ever worked for a trucking company. I came in the door working for myself. Now I don't regret nothing I did for us going that route because I've learned so much, so much. So I don't regret it. But you know, I don't advise nobody. I don't recommend them to go the route I went because when you don't have no experience to fall back on, then you'll be out there making all them crazy mistakes and you'll go broke. You'll go broke because you don't know what not to do. You don't know nothing. You knew. You don't know you're not supposed to make this move or make that move. You're looking at paper. On paper, this look good. All right. You see a load going, prior to a lot of people getting on YouTube and preaching this rape for mile thing, a lot of people just would have been brand new and they see a load, say the load paying $3,000. Oh, I gotta have that. That load paying $3,000 is going 2,000 miles. You ain't even looking at it going 2,000 miles. You're looking at $3,000. Period. I mean, you making pennies, bro. And fuel so high. And just say that load going from Houston, Texas to Seattle, Washington. I'm talking about the longest drive ever. And when you get there, I don't know how many people have stretched out toward that way. It is nothing coming out of there. Nothing. You go to Colorado, there's nothing coming out of there. You go to New Mexico, there's nothing coming out of there. Washington, nothing. You know, North Dakota, nothing. You could go up for good money. You can go to them places for good money, but you ain't getting crap out of them. But people who don't have that experience, they don't know that. They gonna book them loads and they gonna go out there. They ain't gonna get crap coming out there. And some people may sit. They might just sit and wait and wait and wait. And it's I don't care how long you wait, there ain't gonna be nothing coming out of there. Not 100% nothing, but I'm talking probably 5%. And there's no telling when they're gonna ship that out. You know, you have to understand certain places. You know, me and Rico talked about this. You got distribution markets and you have consumers. Some places are like Texas. Texas is a distribution state and a consumer state. California the same way. Um, Oklahoma, all on that East Coast, Northeast, all over the East Coast booming. What's up, Tony? What's happening? Uh, East Coast, certain places in the Midwest, Indiana, Illinois. Uh, Man, you just have to know your market, you know. So Rico run lows to Maine. I would say often. He get pretty good amount of money running lows into Maine, but it ain't nothing coming out of Maine. He already know he gonna have dead head out of there. Uh, you can run in and out of Canada for good money, really good money. You know, a lot of people sleeping on Canada, but man, it's money up there. Period. Is money. The only reason I ain't up there is because of my work schedule. Other than that, I'll be all in there. Uh, but like I said, you have to understand the market. You have to understand what the rates are. You have to understand what's moving. And as far as long hauls, also know the long haul, you're not gonna get $3, $4, $5, $6 a mile on long hauls. It happens, but it's just not gonna be, often like that. On Lowe's is paying like a lot of money a mile. You talking like 500-mile runs, 600-mile runs, stuff like that. They pay pretty good. But like long hauls, like I say, you can. I've ran long hauls that's been paying me $6 a mile. I've ran long hauls like that. But I understand that there's lows like that not gonna be on the board every day. I already know that. But you know, Country Ghetto, what's going on? What's happening? Just went to Maine, nothing coming back. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, but like I say, man, I'm no way, shape, form, or fashion knocking nobody who wanted to jump out there and get their thing on. Not at all. I would never ever knock you. All I want people to understand is, man, you can't always take all these shortcuts because you're gonna run into a dead end. It's gonna be a dead end up there. You know, you have to get the experience. You have to know what to do, what not to do. You know, watch other people's mistakes. Be wise. And he made this mistake, and ask yourself, okay, what could I have done different? If you don't see many things you could have done different, don't do it. Period. Just don't do it. Don't say, well, just because it didn't work for him don't mean it ain't gonna work for me. I mean, that may be true in some scenarios, but when you in trucking is an expensive business, especially if you're not a mechanic trying to get in, huh? I feel you on that. I feel you. Man, y'all follow Country Ghetto. Man, he Country Ghetto part of the Stoop game, man. They got a lot of positive things going on. They got the The truckers feeding the homeless coming up, and is it in August? August, I think it's August in Dallas, Texas. The last one, I think they fed like 300 people, 300 or 400 people. Know your lane, exactly. Anthony. San Tran, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, so you know, Rock, what's going on? What's happening? Yeah, so Country Ghetto, if you got that link for the GoFundMe, the truckers feeding the homeless, Christopher, what's going on? Yeah, go ahead and post that link. Y'all check it out, man. They hey man, if y'all gonna donate, so this one of them things where like they show you what they do with the money. They show you everything. It's not like a scam type thing. Just relaxing. For sure, for sure. Yeah, it ain't no scam type thing. Them boys really out there helping people, man. They're really helping people. Hey, I don't know what that means. I don't want to say. Been in the game 5 years. For sure, for sure. Heck yeah, man. Brothers build them. Oh, yeah, man. You gotta speed me up, man. Sometimes be a little bit delayed, short circuit. Yeah, man. But hey, man, y'all definitely gotta go follow them though. Man, y'all really need to. Hey, man. I even look at it like this here. What's it gonna hurt to donate $1? Now, you know, I made a donation $25, and I plan on donating a whole lot more by the time you know the the event in Dallas, the truckers feeding the homeless, because these guys hand on. They cooking the food, they preparing the food, they grocery shopping, man, everything. These boys going in their pocket, spending their own money. Hey man, ain't nothing like it. And with a lot of us as adults, I don't want to say childhood because when you're a child, you don't have no control over your life. But as adults, a lot of us, especially in the trucking industry, that's getting money, you don't have to worry about not being able, not knowing where your next meal is gonna come from. You know what I'm saying? So they actually out there on the front lines feeding people. They right there with the homeless people, having conversations with them and everything. Country Ghetto gonna give I think he gonna post that link. If not, Charge Mass, somebody from the Stoop Gang will post that link. For sure, for sure. Somebody from the Stoop Gang, they'll post that link. But man, them guys, man, they really own to something. You go on their channel, and they ain't talking no politics, they ain't talking no religion, they ain't talking no racism. It's just a bun. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be tuned in. I really like it. But you know, back to the whole experience thing, man. Like I say, man, that experience gonna make or break you, man. Because like I say, man, so many people want to take shortcuts because everybody these days are impatient. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to go through the trenches and be successful. All these people that's millionaires, all these people that's rich. Come on over, Anthony. Yeah, all these people that rich, man. A lot of people see their success, but nobody ever see their journey. And that's what me and one of my friends, man. I'm actually gonna try to start putting together. Eva, what's going on? That's what I'm gonna try to put together. And like my upcoming videos, I'm not gonna give a date when, but I want to show more of my journey because I don't plan on. Most definitely. I actually don't plan on being hot shot for a long time. I'm still gonna be in trucking, but I don't plan on being hot shot for a long time because I'm the type of person I don't like to be limited. I don't like to be limited. I don't mean like, You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You definitely gotta crawl before you walk. You look at some of these a lot of people with the younger generation and the older generation in trucking, it's a lot of bumping heads, not physically fighting or nothing, but as far as disagreements, what I'm saying? Devin, what's going on? Most definitely, man. That's a good move. That's a good move. You definitely that CDL is a good thing. Make sure you protect it too, man. Don't I ain't saying you the type of person that drink and drive, but I'm just saying, like, don't be speeding in your personal vehicle because same thing. That violation still go towards your CDL as if you was in 18 wheeler. No drinking and driving, nothing like that, man. That CDL is gonna be what's gonna take care of your household. So definitely hold on to that with your life, man. But so what I was saying, most definitely. Oh, another thing, me and Brad was talking about that one of my friends, Zach, used to always make this comment. He used to always say this. He used to tell me this back in 2015. Like, mistakes in this industry is expensive, and when you making expensive mistakes, you could be out of business. Mistakes in this industry is expensive, so you definitely want to get your experience. And if you can make them mistakes under somebody else watch or on their pocket, then you'll be a whole lot better off than making them mistakes when it's costing you. Now I'm definitely not an advocate of costing nobody money by no means. But what I'm saying is you go get that experience and you making mistakes and you got somebody to help you and guide you through the process, then you'll be a whole lot better off than you jumping out there. Exactly. Just try not to make no mistakes. Yeah, instead of you going out there and you make this a thing though, country ghetto. Certain people make mistakes and they don't know they're making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have a clue. That's why I was talking about a little while ago about people. It was Lowe's on there that's paying $125 for to go 5 miles. So yeah, that's a lot of money per mile. But when you constantly doing that and you realize that your expensive costs more than what you bringing in, that's a mistake. You didn't know you made a mistake until it was too late. you know, the bills due now. You better figure out a way to come up with this money. Insurance do. Your insurance don't get paid if you run under your own authority. Your authority get canceled. And when you reactivate your authority, on paper it's showing that you got a brand new company when your company been existing. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That clean MVR will get you pretty much everywhere you want to be, especially with experience. Somebody who has experience, certifications with a clean MVR, you can go wherever you want to go, do what you want to do. Especially if you a type of person who don't know it all, don't come off as a know it all, and you're willing to learn, everybody want to deal with you. Stack your money up, exactly, before you jump out there. Exactly. So, quick tip before I get off here. So, if you can, start your LLC, endorse me. Man, it ain't, yeah, definitely. Man, listen, I got all kind of endorsements, and probably ain't gonna never use them. Probably. I don't know. I don't know what the future brings. Probably never gonna use doubles and triples. I got that. I actually, even though I'm not running tankers, I actually use my tanker endorsement pretty often when I'm running those hazmat totes because they want you. You got to be hazmat because it's a hazmat load, and it's chemicals in those totes, so they want you to be. They want you to have a tanker endorsement. What route did you take to get out there? Get my CDL? Nikhil, I think I was pronouncing it right, Nikhil. I went to this truck driving school in Carthage, Texas called Rapid CDL. I went for 3 weeks on my vacation from the fire department. Need to learn flatbed. Man, well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, when people haven't had, training and they just watch some people do it and they jump out there, yeah, you may have your load secured properly as far as, but no, what's going on? You might have your load secured as far as what you know, but it's things you don't know. Man, I appreciate it. It may be it's stuff like like. All right, so with me not working for a company first, and I just jumped out there and I did my own thing, and I learned as I went. But I was also doing my research. I was studying. I was buying books and stuff like that too. But so by the time I came over to Landstar, I already had 3 years of experience. And I had to haul all kinds of stuff because I was running 18 wheelers. I didn't start running hot shot until I was getting ready to go to Landstar, like a few months before I came to Landstar, actually. So I was running 18 wheelers for 3 years, and I pretty much hauled just about everything. I got pictures of all kinds of stuff out of haul. All right. So they told me I was going to have to take the low security class. I really, really didn't want to take it. But I went to, I took it anyway because I had to. They made me take it. But I realized I learned so much more than what I thought I would have learned about the laws that go along with it and stuff like that. So now, I don't know if y'all know, tell the guy in Baton Rouge, gonna drive for him. Exactly. Stack your money. Yo. Long as that guy treating you right, man, he ain't playing games with your money, you gonna be alright. He playing games with your money, don't even waste your time waiting around, man. Because I see that pretty often, man. People go drive for somebody and they play games with their money and they leave a bad taste in their mouth because if you take somebody who got a small fleet and they work for somebody who didn't pay them, then they feel like the next person ain't gonna pay them too. So once you realize somebody playing games with money, don't even waste your time. Just get on about your business. And that's another reason that I'm kind of moving slow in my process because I want everything right by the time I start putting people in my truck. So, I don't want nobody to ever. I got people that work for me. So, I mean, there's the best source to talk to people that's not already work for you. And they can tell you that the money was always good. It wasn't ever a time they didn't get paid. I was big on taking care of your people, and your people gonna take care of you point blank. Country Ghetto, hey man, he got a lot of info too, man. Yo, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everything is not a sprint, man. Like Nipsey Hussle, marathon, man. A lot of stuff is a marathon because you want stuff to be around forever. Sprints is quick. Marathons are forever. High shot over tractor trailer. Well, finances actually, uh, so me and my dad own the company together. Well, I just kind of wanted to do my own thing. Oh yeah, you trying to have everything, man? That's good, man. If you start small and slowly, man, you'll be successful. But so me and my dad own the company together. I just wanted to appreciate it, kid. I just wanted to do my own thing and for the to separate myself slowly to do my own thing. The best and the quickest way for me to go was the hot shot route because it's not expensive as a big truck. And I'm not just talking about how much it costs. I'm talking about to run it. I'm talking about the maintenance. I'm talking about the full ins and out. Cause I've been through hell and back with 18 wheelers financially. I've you name it, been through it. I had drivers had wreck in my truck, burned the trailer up, burned the load up, burnt the load, the load burned up 600 feet from where the driver was supposed to get unloaded. Literally almost in front of the building where it burned up at. you know. So then had that stuff happen, then some other stuff I don't even want to talk about because it could have cost me my company. I don't even want to talk about that on the video. But good drivers and bad drivers, you know, guys not wanting to show up for work because they want to chase females and stuff like that. Blue Vegan, god dang. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hot shot can make it can it is possible to make just as much in a hot shot as a big truck. But the thing is, when when the industry, the trucking industry, when stuff start to go down, rates low, minimum freight, stuff like that, the hot shot gonna be the first ones to feel it. So you know what I'm saying? It'll take a hard hit. Oh yeah, most definitely country ghetto. You gotta be able to par. So yeah, man. Dang, I'm doing this live way longer than what I was supposed to. But what I was saying, yeah. So I was saying separate myself or whatever. I just like I say, I just wanted to make my own moves. I don't want to have to, cause me and my dad don't agree on certain things. Like, all right, there's one particular thing. Well, like my cousin had this driver from Alaska, and my cousin said it was one of the best drivers he ever had, ever. And he was having, uh, I guess I don't really want to say he was having financial. He was in a way he was having. Appreciate. In a way, he was having financial issues due to the mistakes that his drivers was making. Carlos, uh, I've hauled vehicles before, but not often. I have hauled them before, but he was having financial issues due to the mistakes that his drivers was making. They kept costing him money over and over and over and over. Then he got to the point where he was like, "Man, I'm gonna have to start shutting trucks down because they're costing me so much money, and to keep me from going out of business, I'm gonna have to start shutting trucks down." So he ended up having to let that driver go, even though that driver didn't cost him money. All right, Anthony, man. Good night, man. So he told, by the time I realized he was letting him go, I was talking to my dad about this driver. Like, man, I really want to pick him up. And I was like, man, this guy wants to basically live on the road. I mean, the truck road, and you make money. But he couldn't see what I was seeing because he's not a truck driver, and he's not really into the business like that. On paper, yeah, his name on the business too, but he's really not into the business. So it's hard to have a business with somebody who's not into the business. He was more had like an investor role, but he still wanted to tell me what to do on certain things, and he really don't know the business. So that's why I wanted to start separating myself. Like, man, I really don't want no pause of this. I just kind of want to do my own thing. So I slowly started making moves to go my own route. Even though my name's still on the business, trucks, everything. Right now, I just don't really even fool with it unless it's something he can't deal with it. Hit me up, hey, I need help with this, and then I do it because I know how to do all of it. Because I was the one doing it. When nobody helping me with crap, absolutely nothing. And that's why I don't. That's why I don't regret everything I went through. Is because, bro, I know a lot, a whole lot right now, a whole lot. In order to meet, hold on, drive qualifications. Yeah, but no, if you run 18 wheelers, then yeah, it's 1 year. But if you gonna run high, so if you been running 18 wheelers forever, and you decide you want to get a hot shot truck and you want to run hot shot with Landstar, then you only need 6 months of experience. If they tell you 1 year, you have to be clear to tell them you want to run Hot Shack. If that's what you plan on doing, then they're gonna say, okay, cool. Then you only need 6 months. But I don't remember what all I was saying. Oh, I was just saying that's why separated myself or whatever. I just want to do my own thing, man. When you in a partnership or a business with somebody, y'all need to be on the same page about everything. Y'all need to be in tune to the same thing. One person can't have everything else going on, and you got this one thing going on, and you think y'all gonna think alike on something. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. That definitely ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we talked about, just to recap, we were talking about the experience, and I broke down different type of experience and stuff like that. Uh, another thing, like I say, experience. You see loads that pay decent, and you knew, and you're like, hey, this load running up somewhere on the East Coast. All right, you never been up there. You're from the South, and you don't know what to expect. So you go run this load up there. Just say you leaving Texas or Louisiana, and you run into PA. You run the load up there. Well, the GPS gonna give you the shortest route. Guess where it's gonna run you? Man, in time, Vanilla. Guess where that GPS gonna run you? Straight through the mountains of West Virginia. And with that being said, gonna absolutely destroy your fuel, kill your fuel. You're gonna spend so much money in fuel. So now, however much money you got on that load, you may as well go ahead and start chopping it down. You started, I'm just using $3,000 example. It probably ain't gonna be that, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. I'm just using $3,000. Well, now you went through them mountains, so that price that you made is continue to go down, 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 down because you ran that particular route. And you got to think about it, you're going north the whole time. So your truck is climbing. You constantly burning fuel. Especially if you leave here, not type that in, mine probably going to route me up through Arkansas. Ain't nothing but mountains through Arkansas. Run through there, run through Tennessee. You climbing the whole time, get through West Virginia, it's going to absolutely destroy you. Then, you're going to be driving a whole lot slower because the twists and turns of the mountains, you can't go up that crap fast. And whatever speed, well, you're in the automatic, so it's gonna pick a gear for you. But if you're in a big truck, whatever speed you're climbing the mountain at, you better go down the mountain at the same speed. Or you're gonna burn your brakes up. You don't have no brakes. Take one of them runoff chutes, or just drive off the top of the mountain and kill yourself. But anyway, then when you get up to PA and you start hitting these tolls, and these tolls hitting you for $30 and $50 or whatever, come with experience. Man, I'm telling you, man, find a company that'll work for you, it'll work for your work schedule, it'll work for your family. High altitude will kill your fuel. I don't know. I can't say high altitude will kill your fuel, but if you climbing, heck yeah, that'll kill your fuel. Especially depending on how much weight you got on there, how tall your weight is, because all these are factors. And this is all stuff you'll know with experience. Because you can take two trucks, all right? Both trucks got a load on there, same exact trucks. Both trucks got a load that's 5,000 pounds. But one of the trucks got a 5,000 pound load that's 10 foot high. The other one got a 5,000 pound load that's 3 foot high. Even though they got the same stuff, that truck with the 10-foot high load, he gonna burn a whole lot more fuel because of the height of the load. His truck working harder just for the height of the load. So that's all stuff you will learn if you go out and chase that experience by working for someone instead of starting out working for yourself. You learn these lanes. You learn what's the best route to take. You learn what a toll's at to avoid tolls if you don't want to pay for tolls. you know, to know what places got the heavy traffic, and I know if it normally take me 3 hours to get to this particular place from where I'm at, but now I'm finna hit it at a peak time. Now instead of taking me 3 hours, it's finna take me 5 hours because of traffic. I rate per mile to climb that hill. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck, most definitely. You got to pay me more money. I'm gonna ask for more money. You know, uh, but when you don't have that experience, a lot of people don't know to ask for that because they don't know what they finna run into. Uh, so like I say, all right. So I'm gonna give you a good example. When I ran that route up to Delaware, I already know you get in Washington D.C. traffic, you stuck. You're gonna be in that traffic forever. So what I do, run DC at night, ain't nobody out. Run straight through there smooth. In the daytime, run all the way around. Go through PA. Then drop back down in Virginia. Go through West Virginia just for probably 5-10 miles maybe. Be back in Virginia. Run the route back through the South like that. That's because the experience tells me you're gonna be stuck in DC. Don't go that way. Drive around DC. Yes, add to my time, but guess what? If I get stuck in DC, it's gonna add this much time to it. Easy hot shot through the mountains. Honestly, I don't. I think it's about the same, really, from 18 wheeler to a hot shot truck. But it also depends on if you running lightweight through the mountains. Yeah, hot shot truck ain't gonna be nothing to it if you're running lightweight. But if you're running heavyweight, and especially if it's tall, your truck gonna work. That sucker gonna work, man. Like I say, I've had a 20 plus thousand pound load on this particular truck. I've climbed the mountains and I did it at 75 miles an hour. But my fuel hand, I was watching it sucker drop. Watching it. The only reason I was hitting it so hard because I was pressed for time and I needed to get that load off that day. Exactly. Trucking through the mountains is a nightmare. Man, I ran through like Salt Lake City, Oregon, Idaho, Washington. Man, I'm talking about up, down, up, down. 5 miles at a time, 3 miles at a time, 6 miles. You just going down, 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 down for like 6 miles. I done ran all through that crap. Shoot, hit, man. You, you gotta play around with your game. I had mine on 10. Now I need some tires. Yeah, my email address, Lord, is info news news Mario Mario info news Mario at yahoo.com. So I'm rolling yesterday. This lady was doing probably 95, and I'm behind her. I'm doing about 70. She went through the light. The light changed real quick. So I knew I wasn't gonna be able to stop in time. So I got on the brakes kind of hard. Then I started tugging on the trailer brakes to slow down. I did stop. Didn't go through the light. All right. I look in the mirrors, a cloud of smoke. Man, they locked my trailer brakes up. Didn't even realize it. All right. So when I got to the house, I was just doing my post trip. I'm doing the inspection. Two tires on that trailer. I'm to my good tread all the way around. Get to a section of that trailer, both tires slick. Tomorrow just pull all the rub off from locking it up. Two things. Number one, it's hot down here. The ground gonna be hot. Easy to have a blowout when it's hot outside. Super easy. Yeah, flat spots. When in the summertime, anytime it's hot outside, you constantly have to monitor your tires because if not, them suckers gonna blow. Period. Ain't nowhere around they gonna blow out. It don't matter if you run 18 wheeler, hot shot, or whatever. It's hot, boom, they blowing. One time, you know I don't have that problem. So now I'm gonna have to replace some tires. But just for having my gain on 10, got two tires I gotta replace. When I locked it up until I just straight destroyed them tires, man. And it sucks because those are good tires until you get to the slick spot now. Uh, and you know, your air pressure in your tires. It's hot like this. That air pressure can go up and down because it'll be super hot in the daytime with the sun out, and it's still hot at night, but the temperature drops. But that fluctuating temperature, your tire pressure goes up and down. And if the game, let me see if I can turn the camera around. So this the game, this the trailer brake, this the up and down on the game. So let me show you. So I had it set on 10, and man, let me turn this back down before I forget. I'm gonna put about like 7.5. This for your when you got the trailer hooked up to your trucks, your trailer brake. Man, I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. You already know you come to Shreveport. You already know I got you. My dad owned a cigar bar here in a club and all that. So man, you come through here, we can have a good time. Here anytime. Yeah, you come through here, man. We'll go hang out, man. We do it big, man. But let me see. Trying to think of some other stuff. Man, I really have whenever I'm not on live, man, I was in Fort Smith like a month and a half ago. Man, them mountains up in Fort Smith. Dogs, what's going on? Yeah, man, I-49, 71, 59. Oh man, where you live at ain't number this. Speed limit slower. Man, I was running up there one time, and man, it was fairly warm outside. I get up there, it's snow on the ground. I'm like, it's snow, bro. It is snow in Arkansas, and it's hot in Louisiana. It's like 80 degrees. That right now, I don't know the average, but it's in the $2 mark. It's low right now. Gooseneck hitting the pickup door. No, no, no. I ain't. The only problem I had with my gooseneck is one time I had to take it's on one of my videos that I couldn't get it to latch down on the ball of my truck. So I just set it on there, hooked the safety chain, and drove it to this trailer shop that I used. I built a relationship with them over years, and told them what was going on. Man, they pulled me right in and fixed it, and I was able to get it latched and go pick my load up on time. But yeah, that's another thing. You know, over time I built relationship with these companies, and when I walk in, they know me by face, boom, they get right on it, and I was able to pick my load up. But if I didn't, I would have lost my load, and I still would have been waiting in line to get my trailer fixed. So, you know, like I say, man, you gotta get that experience. You gotta build these relationships. You gotta be able to have open dick. $2. Yeah, man. They low, man. The reason I've been getting yeah, the reason I've been getting insurance through man, it depends. It depends on what state you in. It depends on what equipment you running. It depends on how long you had a CDL. It's so much stuff that factors into the whole insurance rates and what company you would want insurance with. Because you got places like OIDA, if you hadn't been driving trucks for 3 years, they won't even deal with you. So, all that stuff depends, man. What I was finna say, oh man, I was about to say something, I forgot. WCDL in Georgia. Big Timber, what's going on? All right, Big Timber got an insurance company for you. He got, yeah, but the reason the race, the loads I've been running pay so good because I'm running hazmat loads, I'm running government loads, I'm running loads at the airport and stuff like that. That's why I say them certifications, them endorsements, they help me out. I don't have to compete with people who don't have the certification and endorsements I have. I can go get these good paying loads. And I don't have to run constantly and work myself to death. I can just kind of like sit around and wait. Sit around, wait, boom, good load hit. I can go get that load. So definitely want to endorse some tweet card. Yeah, I got tweet card. I'm TSA certified, doubles and triples, passenger, hazmat. Man, whatever endorsement or certification they got available, I'm on it. I'm on everything. And I don't want them to have a load that I can't touch. I don't want them to have nothing that I can't touch. Oversized load, man, I can run all that. I got oversized load banners, I got flags, I got all that. Whatever. You had a mega carrier. Honestly, man, when you at a mega carrier and you gonna get your own truck and stuff, all you need somebody to do is show you the basics of a hot shot truck. And as long as you got trucking experience, then the hot shot truck won't really be a thing. The only thing is got an engine brake like an 18 wheeler. You just need to know how to hook up a gooseneck to your trailer. True flatbed, most definitely. FBI now, I'm out on the police stuff, man. I'm out on the police stuff. Man, I had worked for sheriff's department for 3 years one time. I was working at a jail from like 2013, 2016, bro, and I absolutely hated it. Like I hated it. I never wanted to work for a police department anyway. But man, I like back in 13, man, I had got into a financial situation, fighting for custody of my kids and stuff like that, and was spending money. And one of my homeboys was working there, and he plugged me in. I'm at home now. I'm in Shreveport. He plugged me in, so I ended up going to go work there for 3 years. And I was just like, man, this police stuff is not for me. This. I knew all the inmates. I grew up with everybody in there. Every part I walk in, everybody would scream my name. I was like a celebrity at the jail. I'm just like, oh, man, you bringing too much attention to me. Chill out, chill out. I pretty much all the inmates. I grew up with all of them in the projects or the surrounding neighborhoods, or went to school with them. I pretty much knew everybody, man. I got into it with over 3 year period. I got into it with two different inmates, and a couple of my homies that was locked up and snatched them up. Like, don't even play with him. Don't mess with him. At least on other drivers, no. But when I start my new authority, that's gonna be on my own, I will be. I will be. Tie down stuff, trails and stuff like that. Uh, man, you'll have to Clay Baker. Clay Baker. Oh no. Oh no, Clay Baker. Oh man, Country Ghetto, I-20 has got to be the worst road in the state, bro. 20 is horrible, man. You'll get an alignment one day, you need an alignment 3 days later if you ride on I-20. Believe that. You gotta get an alignment every month. Every month, if you're in Louisiana, you gotta get an alignment. You're riding on 20. Red Bull need to go ahead and give me that deal. You say you have built a relationship with Silver? I-10 through Lafayette, it's all beat up too. Like riding on Texas Giant Sea Sled. Oh, definitely, man. Direct customer contacts, that's all the key to success, man. You get in good with them, continue to be on time, be respectful to them, and you keep it moving, man, you're going to be good. Contact info, my email, just email me, man. I normally give my phone number out through my email because I have to watch, man, because believe it or not, It's people that get on this social media stuff and they stalk you, man. Real deal stalk you. I would have never even imagined it until it started happening to me. But it's info news news Mario Mario at yahoo.com. Info news Mario at yahoo.com. Yeah, but yeah. So we'll chop it up there and then we'll go from there. Give you my number. But yeah, man, people realize stalk you on this thing, man. I would have never imagined it. But so what was I talking about? Uh, yeah, working with the sheriff's department. My miserable. Heck yeah, yeah. You let your page start blowing up. Watch how you start getting stalked. Dead serious. Yeah, man. Every day I came to work though. Every day I used to hate this place, man. I'm quit. And they used to be like, "You say you gonna quit every day? You ain't quit yet." And I thought about it. I said, "Today gonna be my last day," and that was my last day. That whole jailhouse police thing, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. Not at all. No, no, no. And it was so much stuff that I learned there. Used to work. I used to work with the sheriff office. There's so much stuff that I learned there that I ain't agree with. And the crazy part was legal. You know, like I don't know, man. It's just a long story, man. Just certain things. Don't get me wrong. You got people that need to be in jail. You definitely got people that need to be in there. But then you got some people that's in there that don't need to be in there. And man, hey, bro, as far as you know, running commissary. Oh man, hey man, no, I wasn't doing nothing illegal. I definitely wasn't doing nothing illegal. But I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Uh, yo, but how could I say? Oh no, I don't want to say nothing about that. I don't want to talk about that. How old I am? I'm 33. I'll be 34 in July. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That whole. This is the thing. While we on the subject for a quick second, what I've learned from working there is it country ghetto. Man, this one thing I learned from being working there. If you mind your own business in jail, you're gonna be okay. Usually the fights break out and all this other stuff is because somebody is getting in somebody else's business. Stay out of people's business and you're gonna be okay. And as far as people getting bullied in there, if you want to call it that, it's because they come off as being weak. I mean, trust me, like it's kind of like an animal. See, an easy meal, weak, and they prey on the weak. Trey, what's going on? What's happening? Yeah, man, people prey on the weak. So that's what it is with that. But I mean, on average, in my personal opinion, I feel like anybody can. Don't get me wrong, nobody want to be in jail, but I feel like anybody can be in jail. Man, you're right. I see people. Man, literally, I was at work. I see people get out of jail and be back in jail hours later. Just got out that day and they back in there hours later. I'm like, bro, I thought you said you ain't coming back here no more. Man, they messing with me. No, you tripping. You tripping, bro. So I just couldn't imagine, man. It's so much. It's many more things that's horrible about jail than actually being locked up and think you're gonna get beat up or raped. Just like the separation from your family. I remember I had a nightmare, woke up, messed me up, and that I was an inmate and I couldn't call my kids. I didn't know if my kids was alive. I didn't know if they was good. I couldn't be there for them. I couldn't go to no school programs. Just, you know, feelings like that. It was like the worst feeling ever for me, man. That separation is one of the worst feelings ever. If you married or got a girlfriend or whatever, you thinking about everything she doing with everybody else. Uh, ain't no family member coming to visit you. They ain't writing no letter. They ain't putting no money on your books. That's all some of the worst stuff in jail. And a lot of fights in jail is caused by the stress of that. These people got so much stuff going on where they people ain't taking care of them while they locked up and their girlfriend cheating and all that. That's what causes the fight. Cause somebody say something to them and they already mad about that and boom, they're gonna fight start. Well, I say mind your business, you'll be alright in jail. Anyway, forget the jail stuff. Well, I say forget that, but back to the truck thing. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do in trucking, you will be in jail. And this is what I mean. Your law books ain't right. Well, you really don't have that problem too much now since we got the ELD, but you got people still they can cheat the ELD. Let's just be real. You can cheat the ELD. All right. So you have a wreck, or somebody hit you. You ain't even in the wrong. They gonna come up. They gonna ask for that law book. If they see any kind of way that thing been tampered with, especially if it's a fatality, you're going to jail for vehicular homicide. You got a murder charge, 20 to life. Period. Why you feel like an inmate right now? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's over with. You have a wreck in that truck. All right, so one of my friends, Jason, a guy, Jason told me about this probably 3 years ago. All right, his a guy he worked with that he was cool with was driving. He pulled over on the side of the road. He got sleeping. He went to sleep. He was running paper logs at the time. He went to sleep. He wasn't, I guess, up to date on his law book or whatever the case may be. This 17-year-old girl, texting and driving, slammed into the back of his trailer, killed herself because he wasn't moving. He was in the truck sleep. Cops walk up to his truck. Let me see your law book. His laws weren't right. Jail. 15, I think Jay said he got, I don't remember if he said he got 15 or 22 years. I don't know. I'm thinking he got like 22 years in jail or something like that. Behind somebody who hit him, he wasn't even moving. But at the same time, when it comes to trucking, it does not matter. You are held to a higher standard. That's why you go to school for it, and other people don't. So that's what I mean. You jumping out here with no experience. You don't even know the laws behind what you're doing. You don't even realize that you could be taken away from your family just because you're not even handling your business just with trucking alone. What's up, Ricky? Yeah, just from trucking alone. Just because you're not handling your business and you just going to work, just working your job, running these loads, but you cheating the log book and stuff like that, you get into a wreck, somebody die, you didn't even cause a wreck, you going to jail. It's just point blank. I don't care how much your lawyer get in there, argue with them people. Oh, my driver wasn't driving, he wasn't moving, he was in the truck, he wasn't even in the driver's seat. Jail. You going to jail, period. Like, there's all to it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better listen. Telling you, y'all better listen. You riding down the road in his truck, you driving, and say your brakes lock up, something like that. Your brakes lock up, you plow into a bunch of vehicles, and you kill people, you going to jail. Because number one, they going to tell you you shouldn't even been driving that truck and your truck wasn't even right. You know what I'm saying? Let me see your pre-trip paperwork. Let me see your post-trip. Let me see your maintenance record. They want to see all that. They want to see your hours of service. They want to see, man, them people getting up under there. They gonna check everything that you possibly ever. They want to know. I'm exaggerating. They want to know stuff you did when you were 3 years old. These people gonna find everything they could to convict you because you already charged. They gonna do everything they can do to convict you. CDL gone, your freedom gone, all that because pre-trip and post-trip. If you knew that truck went right, you shouldn't have been driving. If you running this truck and you're a rookie driver, say you're an 18-wheeler, when you running mountains, all right, and you on this brake the whole time, You burn them brakes up, truck ain't stopping. Number one, you're going too fast anyway. That's first thing, first mistake. If you gotta be on the brakes that much, you're going too fast. Engine brakes should have been on. Definitely done, over with, all the way over with. Yeah, yeah. That's no, not .com. It's Yahoo. At Yahoo.com. Yahoo.com. Yeah, but so you running. Yeah, the dude in Colorado that plowed into all them people. I think they said it was 26 vehicles involved or something like that, and he killed a bunch of people. Man, that dude better hope they don't get him the lethal injection. Man, you can't go plowing to them people like that. Exactly, not properly trained. They said this dude passed by like 3 runaway chutes. He ain't even take the chutes. He kept driving. And then you went in there and plowed in front of all them people. First thing they tell us, we was in school, you driving, something happen, and you see vehicles in front of you, you think you're going to hit. You run off the road. You avoid them. Hey, if you flip your truck over and hurt yourself, oh well. At least you hurt yourself only, and you ain't killed a whole bunch of people. How you know it ain't 3-month-old baby in that car you about to hit? You don't know that. And that baby can be in the car seat and everything. You hit it hard enough, that baby in that car seat flying out of there. They flying out of the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you live through that, do you want to live knowing you killed a 3-month-old baby? What if somebody killed your baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people think. People just in a moment, they reacting, they get caught up on making money and just being self-centered and all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ain't thinking about what somebody did that to your family. All right, so let me somewhat get off subject for a minute. When I first got in the fire department, they was telling me how they used to show us these videos, these driving videos all the time. So it was a female fireman driving the ladder truck. They headed to a house fire. She blew through a red light. So when you driving these fire trucks, ambulance, stuff like that, you go to a light, you're supposed to stop. You stop, you look, you make sure the traffic yielding for you, then you go through the light. All right. They say she blew through the red light. They was headed to a house fire. She hit this van, flipped the van over. It was an old man and a little boy in there. She killed both of them. She killed the old man and she killed the little boy. She didn't get jail time. You want to know why? Because there was her granddad and her nephew that she killed. She killed her own family members for blowing through that red light. And she ended up, I don't think she got fired, but she ended up leaving the job because she killed her family members. She was messed up, just mentally gone. And that was one of the reasons that she didn't go to jail, because they said she already been through too much. Manslaughter charge. God dang, 4 manslaughter. And shoot, they probably gonna upgrade that. That's the thing. They probably gonna upgrade that. Oh yeah, man. I had my cruise control set on 75 yesterday. This truck driver tanker, he shot past me like I wasn't moving, and I was doing 75. This dude wasn't even in my rear view at first. I don't know where this dude even come from. When I looked, he was about to pass me up. Then he shot past me. So this dude truck was doing, he had to be doing a minimum of 95 to even catch me and pass me. He was in the left lane, and shoot, I don't think I ever caught up with him again. That's what I'm saying. Be truck drivers. I've seen truck drivers driving, got their foot up on they cruise control set, got their foot up on the dash, and they texting and driving, just going down the road like this here with their foot on the dash. In 18 wheeler. Yes, I've seen all kind of crap, man. Man, trust me, I've seen it all. So, man, I hate to be like this, but man, when they be slamming them people, getting them all the time, bro, them people deserve that, bro. That's somebody's family you can kill. That's somebody's baby you can kill. All the stuff I said at the fire station, man, that make me not feel sorry for a whole lot of people, because I see the worst of the worst of the worst. Like, I just ran on a car with his, it wasn't a wreck, but I just ran on a car with the girl, 17-year-old, I think it was, got shot in the chest, got killed. You know, bro, I was trying to start an IV on her and stuff. My hand shaking so bad, I'm like, really like crying. Like, I don't think I'm built for this stuff no more. Like all this stuff that didn't used to bother me, it bothered me like heck now. But I think it's just because I see so much at the fire station and on the road. Uh, one of my coworkers, he was a rookie. His first call ever, brand new on the fire department. His first call made a wreck right by the fire station on the interstate. Set route, that could be either. I really can't tell you give you a answer on that because it could be either set route. Cause you could make more money on the set route than being on the road, depending on who you with, or it could be the opposite. So it all depends. Every shipper don't pay the same. That's why you could take two trucks picking up in the same city and going to the same city to drop off, and they rates may be totally different because they went to two different shippers. So everything different. Well, his first call he ever made, it was a Jeep, a man, a woman, and a little baby. I think it was like a 3-month-old baby. 18 wheeler hit the back of this Jeep. The Jeep caught on fire. They 3-month-old baby burned up, burned up, burned up, bro. His first call ever. Dude I worked with named Tyrone. I was working with him before we got on the fire department too. I was working with him at FedEx at the airport. And yeah, man, these people, little 3-month-old baby burned up, man, in the car. Got hit front and back with by 18 wheeler, and the way it hit the Jeep and pinned it, so you couldn't get to the baby because the baby was trapped and it was on fire. That's what I'm saying, man. Experience, 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 experience. Gotta have experience. Got people who've never driven on snow before. Get out there, flipping over and everything else. And us people who born and raised in the South, we don't really see snow. So we don't really know how to drive. But the thing is, I've driven in snow, but I know when it first started coming down, slow down. Now after it's been there for a while, not saying speed, but you can go a little bit faster because the roads are not as slick. But that's stuff I know from actually driving it. You got people who's coming into this brand new that's never driven in this weather. Get right up there, start having wrecks. Most of them, they won't even go there. They scared to drive in. I ain't never drove and I ain't about to go up there. Well, I ain't talking about me. I'm just saying other people. Because I know how to drive in this stuff. I ain't saying I'm an expert, but I know how to get the job done. Slow down, and make it happen. I would slow my truck down and turn my flashes on and be rolling in slow motion. But guess what? My load gonna get there. I'm gonna get paid. They load ain't gonna be damaged, and I'm gonna be headed back home. Ain't no big deal to me. Experience, bro. Experience. So it was good talking to y'all, man. This live supposed to been like 10 minutes. It's been almost 80 minutes. It's been good. Y'all got questions? Y'all got my email now. Shoot me an email. Remember to donate to Truckers Feeding the Homeless. Take your time. Exactly. You gotta drive for other people. Remember that. Drive for other people. Drive for other people. That's the thing. Drive for other people. Donate to Truckers Feeding the Homeless. Y'all can look them up. Country Ghetto got it on his page. Choice Man's got it on his page. 1034 got it on his page. You can look up one of the Stupid Gang members. The LaShawn Parks got it on his page, his channel, I should say. So, like I say, these people grocery shopping, they cooking food, they preparing the food, they loading it up, they passing it out, they giving out care packages, deodorant, all that. Driving somewhere else truck. Uh, man, that depends because it depends on what type of truck you running. It depends on uh, you know, where you're gonna be going to, how often you're gonna be going. Some people get paid by the mile, some people get paid by the load. And this is the thing, a lot of people stay blessed. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. And a lot of people choose to get paid by the load versus getting paid by the mile because sometimes you can make more money getting paid by the load than getting paid by the mile. But the thing is, when those rates low, like things are right now, and you running it, then your paycheck is gonna be smaller versus if you would have just took getting paid by the mile. Because you getting paid by the mile, you getting a certain amount of miles a week, then your paycheck gonna be consistent. But when you getting paid by the load, your paycheck goes up and down, up and down. You may have $700 check one week, the next week you may have a $1,500 check or $1,800 check. But every week it's gonna be hard to, you know, I guess if you have bills at your house and stuff, it's gonna be hard to determine what you're gonna make every single week. Like if you know your bills are a certain amount of money, definitely always check your mirrors. If your bills are a certain amount of money, those are fixed expenses. Your paycheck ain't fixed because you're getting paid by the load. Micah, anytime. You getting paid by the load, so it's hard for you to say, like, okay, I know at the end of the week I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna pay this, and that. You don't know. That's why it's good to get paid by the mile when you're working for somebody else because you know your paycheck is gonna be this at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, lot of places you go, you're gonna have a choice. But if you want a consistent paycheck and you want your paycheck to be a certain amount, and if I don't want nobody to be on child support, but if you got child support, your child support is a certain amount, your rent or your house no this, your car no this, blah blah blah. Well, I know if I'm making $1,200-$1,300 every single week because I'm running this amount of miles, then I'm good. But if I'm getting paid by the load, you just never know. Never know. Somebody, this hill be getting cut off at your house. Be dark in there. Yeah, you take that chance you want to. But I don't know, man. Probably, I don't know. When I hire drivers, I possibly may give them a choice if they want to get paid by the mile, they want to get paid by the load. But I'm gonna let them know though, like, man, once this it, we're gonna put this in your contract, and hey, if you choose to do this, then that's it. We ain't switching no back and forth. Now I don't like this. We're gonna go this. Nope. This is what we sticking to. Point blank. Period. You know, want to leave and go somewhere else? Hey, that should be. And I gotta see there. I can drive the truck, but grass ain't always green on the other side. You better remember that. So like I say, you go some places and you got to deal with all other BS, and then you got some other people who just don't pay. You did the work and they don't want to pay you. Solo like OTR, that's what applies. Oh, appreciate it. Question. Two couples. God dang. Mm. Oh, hey, BK, shoot me an email, man. Shoot me an email. Uh, well, yeah, man, I'm probably gonna give people that option, but all right, Adam, you be good, man. But like I say, I ain't once we said that, that's what it is. I ain't doing the back and forth thing. You know, because this I am thinking about this here though, for whoever choose the, I guess, per mile, get paid per mile. I'm working on insurance. So like if I hire a driver, it's gonna be on a 1099, but I'm looking at getting them insurance too. So you will have health insurance, and I'll pay half, they'll pay half. This how I think I'm gonna do. Cause most people on 1099 they ain't got no insurance and no kind of benefits like that. So that's one thing I'm thinking about throwing in there. Probably, I don't know. It just depends on it. But average average paycheck weekly is probably gonna be somewhere around 1200, including, well, not including, it's separate from the insurance. So it'll be around 1200 to 12 to 1300, depends. 12 to 1300, and get the insurance on top of that. I pay half, the driver pay half. This is probably the best I can do, because when you're on the owner op side, you responsible for everything. You got, if that driver spend $3,000 a week on, I'm just throwing a number out there, in fuel, you got to pay for that. You got to pay for any type of maintenance going on. You got to pay for all that, and you got to profit some money to be able to put back into the business. Because if that truck go down, how I would do it, it's just me. Everybody operate different. I'm not the type of person that if the truck go down, say the truck down for a week, in the slow season. Uh, the thing is, even in the slow season, it's still loads available. So it's still loads around $2 a mile available. What I would personally do in the slow season, I would just send my driver out to run longer hauls, because if they getting paid by the mile, it's really not affecting them, because they're gonna get $1,200 anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would do mine. Uh, so yeah, but like I say, man, you still stuck with one thing. One thing about coming from a company driver to an owner op, a lot of people don't understand, because they've always, what's happening, David? They've always worked for somebody, and they don't understand that all the stress that the owner of the truck is under. Just because he looked like he had peace and everything don't mean that, because he thinking about, even if that truck go down, uh, you got to be able to figure out a way to get that truck back running for your driver quick. The driver have personal stuff going on. They have kids and stuff. Their kids get sick. They need to get home. You got to get them home. You know, uh, it's so much more stuff. The owner got to replace these tires. The owner got to do this. The owner got to do that. And the driver don't have those responsibilities. So as a driver, it's only a certain amount of money you can max out at, just because if the company don't make money, the company can't afford to keep you rolling. They have to make money to put back into the business just to keep you rolling over and over and over, you know. So it's not always about the owner trying to get rich. The owner still have to keep their driver comfortable, and keep their driver in equipment that's not gonna fail every time they hit the road. Nobody wants to drive a truck that's gonna constantly break down. They gonna quit. I mean, period. They gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so much more stuff you have to look at when you are uh an owner. You know, and if like when I'm talking to my cousins, what I tell people, if you hiring people and you kind of bring them into your world and they understand your world more, then they don't get into that mindset of somebody using them to get rich and stuff like that. Because number one, I ain't gonna say probably, it's extremely hard to get rich in the trucking industry. It is, unless you clicked up with tons of people and y'all making all this money and y'all splitting the money. Other than that, it's gonna be extremely hard to get rich. But anyway, if you bring them into your world and you show them the ins and outs of stuff, a lot of time they gonna be like, man, I don't want the headache, because My parents owned business since I was maybe, I don't know, probably 13 years old, something like that. And I had always said I don't ever want to own a business because I seen what they did from the beginning all the way to the point when they have none. They probably, I don't know, own 20 something business. But I seen them from the beginning phase. And they took them 20 something years to get to where they at. But I seen all the struggles that go on with it, all the being up late night, all the stress, all the different personality, all the different employees, all the problems, personal and job related problems that the employees have. I seen all this stuff. I seen them splitting paychecks because their employees had to get paid first. I seen all that stuff. And that's why I used to be like, man, I don't really want to be no business owner. I used to think like that for a long, long time until I actually got my own business. But I already knew prior to me having, just from watching them, that, you know, man, it's going to be some times where you ain't going to get paid. As a business owner, it's times that you don't get paid, period. You ain't going to get paid. But because your employees got to be paid. You know, if, just say, we'll sell a truck, for example. A truck made uh, $5,000. And these just rough numbers. Nothing is solid. All right, $5,000. And say your driver paycheck, was $1,200, right? And so what you at, 3,800 now? That's gross. And say you're under your own authority, and then you just say you paying 5% for factory. All right, so you take the 5% out, then you take the money out if you got a dispatch, because usually when you got under your own authority, it's hard for you to do everything. So now you got to pay for a dispatch. All right, so now you got to pay for the fuel that the driver then used all week. So just say the fuel costs you $1,200. Any problems that occurred during that week, like any type of maintenance issues and stuff like that, then you got to get the oil change, all that. By the time you get through paying for all that, and you put a few dollars back in the business, the owner gets $0. Zero. And to say next week you start rolling, you run into problems again, the owner's fixing those problems. He's zero again. So that's what, coming from company to being a boss, people don't understand. Like, it's gonna be times your paycheck is gonna be zero and zero and zero and zero and zero. Exactly. It is money to be made to company driver. Because at the end of the day, trucker dad, I got you, man. You definitely right. You definitely right. Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely money to be made as a company driver. But I also understand the mindset of someone who don't want to be company, because the average person, they want to, I guess, determine their own destiny. If you want to put it the average rate per mile. Oh no, man. Like, for an experienced person, man, you got experienced people making anywhere from 50 to 60 cents a mile now. So they really get money. They get money as company drivers. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it used to be where you had people coming in the door and they making 32 cents a mile. Some places that may still happen, but for the most part, people know they worth now. Ain't nobody trying to run nothing for no 32 cents a mile. Man, people really getting money now for owner. So you saying if I'm gonna run my own truck and I'm leased to somebody, what's gonna be the average per mile for me? I mean, it goes up and down. Like, what I try to shoot most of my loads at for $3 a mile, but when the way things are right now, that's not gonna always happen unless I'm just running hazmat loads only and stuff like that. which I don't like always running just hazmat because things can happen. Police be want to target you because they know they can find violations and stuff like that. I will, but I ain't trying to just run hazmat all the time. Uh, but I mean, like, man, it's to the point now. Well, I'm looking at $2.50, $2.45 a mile loads. You know, just because things bad. But on average, I'm always looking for the $3 plus a mile load, always. But at times like this, man, one of them good 240s hit, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Shoot, you give me enough miles to make that 240 worth it, and the load ain't super heavy, it ain't super tall, I'm on it. But if it's tall and it's heavy, that $2.40 ain't gonna work for me. They ain't gonna work. My own dispatcher for running hot shot, no, I'm dispatching myself. I don't need a dispatcher for. Well, I say I don't, but a dispatcher will be helpful because I don't have to be going down the road running my load and thinking about my backhaul. And so the way I do it now is I turn my load alerts on my phone, and it give me automatic calls. So when I'm going down the road and I'm driving, and it'll call me and tell me what load is available. Hard for me, yeah, man. Like I say, it's hard. It's really not hard, but it's time consuming, and I need my time, man. My time is very important. So trucking cover. Oh, most definitely. Hold on. What you say? Yeah, any type of specialized truck, tanker, flatbed, because flatbed it goes to a bunch of different stuff. What series you use for low board? I'm on Landstar low board. I'm leased to Landstar. Uh oh, hey, you gotta be in the living. You don't wanna get too old and can't do nothing. Yeah, you definitely gotta use. Uh yeah, but anytime you in any type of specialized trucking, that's what money is in specialized trucking. That dry van stuff, hey bro, it ain't gonna be long because they already making trucks that do it. They got trucks driving themselves, and you know they're gonna figure out a way in the next 5 years to have most of the trucks driving themselves without a driver in there running these loads. But the thing is, they only can do that for driving stuff. Ain't no computer can't strap a chain or load down. No computer can't hook no hoses up to the tanker to pump chemicals in and out of it. It's all specialized. Somebody got to physically do that. Drive in, all you need is a person to shut the doors. Whoever loading the truck can shut the doors, and then somebody type the coordinates in the truck or whatever. The truck going by itself. So the drive-in stuff they gonna feel the effects. What I do, what other people in specialized trucking doing, they ain't really got that problem. It's gonna be a long time before they figure out how to computerize flatbed and oversized loads and all that stuff there. I ain't worried. I ain't worried at all. By the time they figure all that out, I'm gonna have enough money to buy my own. So I'm gonna be right there with them. But I've been on here way too long. I gotta get off here.